let's try this one.
If you think about the only world we've ever known, it's been a world where we can pretty much have everything we want without any human interaction. You know, we've got delivery apps, we've got dating apps, we've got self-service checkouts, we've got online communities, we've got online porn, we've got online lectures. This is a world where we don't need to interact with anyone or have any unplanned encounters. And it's a really tragic world, and I can't get across how little familiarity young people have with any sense of community. This idea that online communities are a lifeline is just a joke to me. I think it's a real indictment of modern society that we think that they're a lifeline. There's no such thing as an online community. It's a complete oxymoron. If you look now at the state of Gen Z and how lonely young people are, we can see that this promise that the internet was going to connect us was a complete lie. I mean, 3/4 of UK children spend more time inside than prison inmates. You know, young people are saying they're lonelier than pensioners now. So I think it's a real tragedy that we've lost this spontaneous interaction. And I think if you think about Gen Z, we've never known any different. We've never known flirting before it became sending an Instagram DM to someone. We've never known falling in love before it was swiping on dating apps. We've never known a world without obsessively documenting and editing and performing yourself as you go. And I think, obviously, we're struggling with our mental health now because, you know, those unplanned encounters in communities and with people you know are crucial to mental health, and we've completely lost them.
So she was basically talking about the male loneliness epidemic without actually saying.
Yeah, without talking about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, true.
Without talking about it.
True. But it kind of goes back to your, I think anyways, it kind of goes back to your point. It's like although when we can walk from TSA to our gate and notice like the general populace around us, the people, what do you see them doing? They're all locked. They're all locked into their phones.
Yeah.
How am I going to cheat on my wife, right? How am I? So we I think one of the things about the internet. I mean, here we are on the internet broadcasting, right? But the thing is like I think a lot of the people. I think in the beginning, social media and the internet in general was sold as this big extroversion when in fact it's really an introversion.
Definitely. And it isolates people and it makes them weird and not even be able to have a conversation in real life.
Does it contribute to the fact that you were saying, well, you know, people in Long Island ain't like this, you know, like, but is it but aren't they? Because they're watching this, because they're watching social media, because they're engaging with the Kardashians. I don't know what I don't know, Machine Gun Kelly, who, I mean, they see, one of the things I see a lot, and I've brought this up in my books on several occasions, is that there is a global sexual marketplace and there is a local sexual marketplace. The global one is the one you see online, is Hinge, is Bumble, is Tinder, it's Instagram for sure. It's we no longer get. I was talking to Mystery about this on the other podcast. Is we no longer get phone numbers anymore. We follow me on Instagram, see if you're cool enough for me to actually want to engage with you later on. But does that not also contribute to what you're saying before? It's like, I don't know anybody who's weirdos like this, but you do because you know them online.
But also, like, I feel like it's a little, like, online's online anywhere. You know what I mean? But, like, here, like, you're so much more going to be going out. Like, going to all the clubs and being even less on your phone maybe here. You know what I mean? But you're more in that community where, like, people are just, like, having sex with each other all the time.
Yeah.
For money, for whatever, which is
Literally.
fine. You know what I mean? But, like, it's just more common here and it's so, like, mainstream almost. And I did not grow up like that.
Same.
Yeah.
My family,
Agreed.
like,
The nearest Walmart is 30 minutes away, let alone a club.
Yeah.
So like Vegas, like the Strip is 15 minutes from where I'm at now, and I go out every night. Like
It's almost like a culture shock when you move here from like
Yeah.
a smaller city, and then everyone from the outside looks at it like, oh, you go to Vegas, have a good time. Like me, I don't date here. I rarely even talk to people. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, but like
That is a very rational decision.
it is. But you know, recently I have been dealing with someone, and he doesn't live here, and it's a difference because you know, it's so sad the stigma.
Is
that
it a long distance relationship?
It is. Don't. I don't want to hear it. Okay,
What do you mean? I think long distance relationships are, you know, empowering.
Long-
What
yes,
do you- I don't know.
I don't want to hear
It
it. I
empowers
already
the
know.
woman to
Look,
do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
That's not
Because
true.
Vegas.
It depends on.
It empowers you to
No.
work on yourself.
It depends on. It
Her
depends on the
relationship,
type.
that's not
Wait,
right.
wait,
Let me
wait.
say with something else. Women having sex for money is just empowerment and agency. That's all it is.
No, it depends on the
Women
type of
empowering
woman.
themselves. That's what it
depends on the
is.
type of woman, but it is hard to, you know, convince someone, hey, you know, I'm not some who just lives out here, you know, because that's what
Are
the
you
stigma-
implying they're all whores?
Can I
man?
ask,
No.
can I ask how far away from Las Vegas he lives?
Oh, he's in Cali.
Okay.
Like
So
Yeah.
he's a ways away. He's
Yeah.
at least 4.5 hours.
4-hour drive.
Yeah, but you know what? I make it work. I could only speak for myself, and I know the type of person that I am, and obviously that shines through whatever stereotype that is out here
Atta
about
girl.
women. I'm just gonna be me, regardless of what I think he's doing or not. All I could be is myself. So if I want to be loyal to somebody, even if they don't live out here, even if I don't see them often, I think that's beautiful, and that says more about my character. And you know, I really don't care.
Are your parents
I really,
They were together for 17 years, but you know.
killing me?
I know. But, you know, my mom's really happy now, and she did remarry. So,
Armani,
yeah.
all I can say is because you're my friend, I hope he's very rich.
Oh, my God. You know,
I just hope he can pay his bills.
he's
At least
great.
pay his own bills. Yeah.
He's great. I'm very harsh.
You have brothers?
I have 2 younger brothers.
You have brothers? You have sisters?
I have a younger sister. I'm the oldest.
From a big family, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
But no, I could only be myself.
I
So,
think
yeah.
our like parents are like the last generation that are going to be meeting organically because of like things that she's saying. Like I feel like now all of us like are more not all, obviously people still meet out, but like are more meeting on
Yeah.
Hinge or like online and connecting
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Analog.
or Going on dates, you know. More
Yeah.
it's going to be more so that.
Well, it goes back to what you said about like used to have the local sexual marketplace.
Right.
Now that local sexual marketplace is vanishing. Like like now the attractive girl guy in Long Island can get a message and then fly to Vegas.
Fly me out.
Right? So
Where do you want to go?
Miami.
How about Minnesota? I can send you to a guy I know in Minnesota.
You know
who'd be
what? I'm
happy
from the
to see you.
Midwest. I'd rather not.
Yeah. He's,
fly me to Iowa.
he's rich. You know what?
Oh, okay.
He's
You want
rich.
to? We just had a tornado in Iowa like a week ago. It was awesome.
He's rich. He lives in Minnesota. He lives on a family property, and it is a high-end cattle ranch.
What does he look like?
Very good looking. He's 32.
Hello.
Does he have too much money for you?
No, I love money.
He'll be on my Patreon tomorrow. That's what I'm trying to set him up. No, I was going to say when we're talking about the global sexual marketplace and the local sexual marketplace. The global sexual marketplace is Tinder and Instagram. Okay, your local sexual marketplace is who you're meeting in real time. So if you're going to the clubs, you're going to Zouk, you're going to Omnia, you see people live in real time. That's your sort of your local areas.
But
right
to add to that though, but when you go to like a Zouk or an Omnia, you're meeting people who are
Okay, it
from
could
everywhere.
exactly.
else.
Well, it could be your college, let's just say, or it could be your
Bel Air.
Bible study. It could be your I don't know whatever
Air.
your book group. Whatever you're like, you happen to be, and you're within walking distance or 50 miles of where you live, right? So those are the local. And you're right. That's how it used to be. You used to have the selection was whatever was walking around within 50 miles of you, right? Now, as he was saying before, is like you can be in you could be in Iowa. And some athlete or rapper in Miami says, "Hey, I'm going to fly you out, and you can be on this.
I'm gonna hop on that
We're
flight.
going to go on a
real
yacht
quick.
party. How's
Yeah.
that? With Drake, yes.
It's at least a free trip to Miami. Like,
Right. Well, the thing is what happens is then it's not about the action. It's not that this is happening like in high volume. It only
Yeah.
happens to like one girl every once in a while, right? But the problem is like all these other girls say, "I'm cuter than that. Why is he flying her out?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could do this." And so what happens is everybody in your local sexual marketplace ain't because you're waiting for Drake to fly you out to Miami to put on the yacht, right? Because some it's possible because some other girl did it, and
Yeah.
you're way better looking than she is, and all you got to do is wait for your right wave, and you'll get there, right? And I'm exaggerating for an illustration here, but by order of degrees, that's how the local sexual marketplace affects the global sexual marketplace affects the local sexual marketplace, and then you're saying, I don't have any friends like this. I'm in Long Island. That's your local sexual marketplace. And if that's all you know and that's all you're seeing, then yeah, I'm sure that's your reality. But the thing is as soon as you go on Instagram and you see all your friends who are in Vegas, you're going,
Yeah.
man, they're having a great. It's
Listen,
always the highlights. It's always the clips, you know.
Women deserve everything. They are the prize.
Yes.
Why are you two so insecure? Why is it? Of course, she should be able to go on a girls' trip to Las Vegas and hang out with Drake. Why don't you trust her enough to allow her to do it? She's only
Chris
doing
Brown.
it because she loves you.
Do you know why I don't trust her? Because I see the girls' trips at the back of XS when they come here.
Crazy.
That's why I don't trust her.
So